Drum roll, please. Gobble, gobble, motherfucker.
You and I have unfinished business.
Oh? And what's so stinking about it?
Only about your feeling. Spirit is something.
I think this just might be my masterpiece.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and welcome to the Average Joe's Movie Clubcast presents Schlock Talk, where we watch hot-ass trash so you don't have to. As always, I am your host, Joey, and I'm once again joined by my good friend and roommate, Carl. How are you this evening, Carl?
Oh, I'm great, having just watched the most wonderful movie of the year.
Oh, well, yes. I thought it was only appropriate that we watch that here today, and we give it out for our fans here on Thanksgiving. So if you guys are on your trip to or from your family's house, thank you so much for checking us out. We're going to talk about the most appropriate movie for the day, and that is, drum roll please, 2008 Thankskilling. Gobble gobble motherfucker.
Gobble motherfucker.
I mean, this is right on the DVD case. I mean, that DVD case is some foul play.
The whole movie is foul.
Yeah. I'm gonna drink your blood like cranberry sauce. Oh shit! All right, so this movie is this movie is real bad, but it was fucking great, and we're gonna get into that in just a second. But before that, so this is a movie we're gonna go back a little bit. This movie only had a $3,500 budget. I couldn't find out like how much it made, but it came out in December of 2008 at the Sacramento Horror Film Festival. Thankfully, it is only about 70 minutes long, and it's had a couple digital releases and a US DVD release, but nothing, no boutique release or Blu-ray, unfortunately.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, this is one I think I would want to own. It's terrible. I wouldn't want to pay a lot of money for it, but it was hilarious.
Criterion Collection, what are you doing not releasing such masterpieces of influential cinema as Thanksgiving?
Right? Oh my god, we could get Justin to watch it if it was on the Criterion Collection. So Justin, when you listen to this, just know that we're going to get this to happen, so you have to watch this movie. But more realistically, I mean, I feel like this is like more an Arrow's wheelhouse, or maybe Vinegar Syndrome or something like that deals more with horror stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, if you do want to watch this movie at the end of this, and when we get finished talking about it, we watched it on Tubi, free with ads, and I think it was also on Pluto TV, but it does look like, it's on like iTunes and stuff too if you want to, buy it digitally. So, I don't think I really have any other crazy fun facts other than they made a sequel that's called Thankskilling 3, which insanely increased the budget up from $3,500 to $112,000, which was raised through a Kickstarter campaign, which is crazy. That it was also, 2013 doing Kickstarter. And I believe, from what you told me, if you're asking why the sequel is 3 and no 2, the premise of 3 is that the turkey, the killer turkey, is looking for all the copies of Thankskilling 2 to destroy them.
Yeah, he was so ashamed of Thankskilling 2 that he had to destroy all the copies. That's the plot of 3.
So hopefully, maybe next year on Thanksgiving we'll watch Thankskilling 3, because what the fuck else are we gonna watch? Boy, this is definitely the family movie. Like, if you don't want to watch the Cowboys and the Lions and whatever random other Thursday night football game is on Thanksgiving, you should just sit down with your family. I mean, it's got stuff for everybody. You got boobs right in the first few seconds, so you got all your men folk, or the lady folks too. We know that lady folks also enjoy the feminine figure as well sometimes. You got fucking shitty, catchy one-liners. So, anybody who likes really shitty movies, i.e. you and I, hence why we're here. Yeah, it's good family fun. There's no language. There's no blood and gore.
No. It's got a killer turkey named Turkey.
With an I-E.
Yeah.
Oh boy. And the naked pilgrim at the beginning's name, like real name, is Wanda Lust. She's totally, I mean, I'm not looking it up, but she's totally not a porn star.
Real name.
Yeah, well, real stage name, whatever the fuck, not her character name in the movie. Real in quotations. Oh, and we get to listen to outdated terminology, since this is from '08. They are still calling Native Americans Indians. So it's even behind the city of Cleveland and the city of Washington, and its desire to be politically correct to our indigenous people.
Yeah, I had forgotten how culturally insensitive it is, and also they, dropped a few words that aren't really they shouldn't have been acceptable then, but definitely aren't acceptable in today's day and age.
Yes, the R word for people on the spectrum, and the F word for people homosexuals. Yeah. Mostly by the F word was mostly by the turkey, I think.
All of it was by the turkey.
Yeah, that sounds about right. He definitely, he even looked like, and definitely I felt like he was influenced by Freddy Krueger with the bitch a lot at the end, or just the very vulgar one-liners. And then there's the scene, and it kind of actually reminded me a little bit of I don't remember which Revenge of the Nerds, but I think it's Revenge of the Nerds 1, where in that scene, the dude, the nerd, puts on the Darth Vader helmet, and he acts like he's the jock, and he sleeps with the cheerleader, and she thinks it's her boyfriend, and she finds out it's him. Well, in this movie, he kills this guy who's plowing the slut. As everyone called her the slut or the skank, or she was the easy girl, whatever, nothing wrong there. But then he also sleeps with her. He kills the guy, pulls the guy out, and then just keeps plowing her until she turns around. And yeah, that's when he yelled another great one-liner. That scene was bad, but he was like, "You just got stuffed."
Got stuffed. Yeah, and then later on, they find the extra small gravy-flavored condom.
Yep, and then the fat boy, who looks a lot like our good buddy Mason Larimore. So shout out to my buddy Mason Larimore, the markiest mark who's ever lived. Probably sitting there in his either Brock Lesnar or John Cena t-shirt right now. We love you, buddy, and we miss you, but yeah, you were kind of in this movie. So just as a heads up, I wish you wouldn't have held out on us. Oh boy, I don't even. There's nowhere really to start. The plot is terrible. It's a turkey from the 1600s or 1500s avenging the Native Americans being shit on by the Europeans, and he's got to kill all the white people. He's got to kill Whitey, and you have to do this crazy ritual to kill him. He cuts off a face and wears somebody else's face, so we've got some leather face.
And everybody falls for it is the best part.
Yes, this girl is trying to talk to her father, whose face the turkey is cut off. So now her father, who's normally 6 foot tall, now she's just kneeling down to hug a turkey and talk to it, and just.
He also fooled the father into thinking he was a little person by wearing a pair of the fake glasses with the plastic nose attached to it.
Yes, and that's where we had another insensitive word, I believe. I believe the M word was
Yes.
used a couple of times there. And that I think was kind of funny because the turkey's like, I'm not going to kill this guy. He's not who I'm after. He's being nice to me. Then he just got so tired of being called a little person that he fucking snapped and killed the dude and cut his face off.
And then wore it.
And then wore it, yes. Oh man, and the cop was also, the cop's wife in the beginning leaves him, and he's all like, well, this coffee tastes like shit, and she's like, well, funny enough, it is shit. I want a divorce. Yeah. I mean, this movie is terrible, but it doesn't, like, I don't think it's so terrible that it needs, like, the MST3K.
It doesn't need the Riff Tracks MST3K joke on it, but because it's its own joke. It knows what it is.
Yeah, I mean, it leans into it real heavily. And I mean, I'm a fan for campy one-liners, and it just had tons of them. And they were all Thanksgiving or turkey themed, so it was even better. I'm gonna drink your blood like cranberry sauce. And then, gobble gobble motherfucker, you've just been stuffed, foul play, just all peck your heart out. There was all sorts of just bad one-liners in it, but I mean, that's really all it is. It's only about 69 minutes. Nice. So you run through it real quickly. So, I mean, you probably could, I don't know, watch it during halftime of one of the Thanksgiving games if you really wanted to. So that's all I've really got on it.
Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot to add. I mean, I think it's worth a watch for anybody who likes shitty movies. It's pretty funny, despite being insensitive at times. And I mean, unlike some bad movies, at least it has the decency to only be an hour long.
Right. Yeah. I mean, so yes, it is a beware. It is culturally insensitive, and obviously it's a turkey. There's people eating turkey and stuff in the movie. So if that kind of thing upsets you, then you maybe want to stay away. That reminds me though, so at the end they kill this turkey who they've already killed once. It got shot with a shotgun and then fucking was brought back to life by radioactive goo, which they're like, that can't happen, that can only happen in the movies. But then the final girl, who's the sheriff's kid, throws it into like a bonfire because they have to burn it at the stake like a witch. And then the leg comes out and she eats it. I'm like, that's 500, 600-year-old turkey that's been radioactively brought back to life. I don't think I'd be eating that. And then there was the one scene where, when they were talking about the other girl, being loose, they said this joke twice.
Her legs are harder to shut than the Joan Benet Ramsey case.
Yes, and so the first time I was like, oh, well, shit, that's a good burn between you and your friends. And then they say it again later when she's not in the car, and the guys are like, God damn, that's a good joke. And it was like, but it was good the first time. And then also the thing that pissed me off maybe the most was that after maybe 2 to 3 minutes after we start off with just boobs, the turkey is reawakened by a collie, so Lassie, looks just like Lassie, and he kills Lassie. And I was like, from that point on, I was like, this motherfucker got to die because they killed Lassie. But no, that's all I've really got on this. Is there anything else you needed to add, Carl?
No, I don't think so. I think we pretty much covered it.
Yeah, so with that being said, again, thank you guys for inviting us into your car, home, phone, whatever device you're listening on here on Thanksgiving Day. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful holiday, had great food and time with your family. Maybe you decide instead of watching the shitty Lions play, you'll watch the shitty movie instead. Sorry to anybody from Detroit, but your team is bad. Um, and that being said, if you want to reach out to me, I'm at letterboxd.com/Joey_P. I'm on Twitter at average_Joe_E. And as always, Average Joe's Movie Clubcast at gmail.com. We look forward to seeing you guys in the future. Next episode that should be dropping actually will feature Justin, and we're going to do, I was about to say Cyberpunk, and that's the video game. Cyborg from like 1988-89 era Jean-Claude B movie. So looking forward to that. And with that being said, thank you everybody. Have a good night.
Bye.
So, do you like podcasts? Did you want to ever make your own, but just thought it wasn't for you, that it was too hard? Well, it really isn't that hard if you have the right partners. I mean, Justin and I, we use Buzzsprout, and it's been fantastic. It's real easy to use. It gets you listed on like every major podcast platform. I mean, we're on Pandora, we're on Stitcher, Amazon Music, Spotify, Google Podcasts, you name it, we're there. It just makes it super easy. You get these cool looking website that you can customize. You got these awesome audio players that you can just pick up and drop into other websites. It's the easiest way to promote your episodes. It really is. And not only that, but you go to Buzzsprout and you've already got 100,000 other people already using it, can tell you how great it is. It's just really the best way to go. And if you want to get started, all you got to do is take some gear that you already have. I mean, I started with a gaming headset, and we moved my way up. So it's not hard, I'm promising you. And if you want to get started, you just click on the Buzzsprout affiliate link in the show notes, and you get a $20 Amazon gift card. If you sign up, and it helps us out too, and it's just good all around.